Kicking the door, waving the 4-4. This is MC Tone, straight from the 757. Spin nothing but the truth. Back to y'all with another video. And a good question now that the NBA bubble and the season's almost over. And we got to see in the NBA bubble a lot of young, talented players that we haven't seen before, or seen a lot of. We knew Devin Booker was talented, but I think this bubble really displayed and showed that he's probably going to be one of the best shooting guards in the league. And I think honestly he's a top 5 shooting guard in this NBA, and he's a top 30 player. He's definitely a top 30 player, and I think he's just a bucket, man. Devin Booker, his game is just so nasty, and I think he's one of the best scorers in the NBA. And I'm just glad that the Phoenix Suns are finally starting to get it together. But back to y'all let me get to my main topic in this video. And I think this is the most important question that we got to ask. Who is the next face of the NBA? Now, currently the face of the NBA, as we know, of course, is LeBron. Ever since LeBron has stepped in the league, I think he's been the face of the NBA. You know what I mean? LeBron, he's just been dominant. I think he has a charisma. He has the game where he fills up seats, man. It's just LeBron, he's just so captivating and iconic. And I think even when he retires, he's just like Kobe, rest in peace Kobe, that we're just gonna always remember him as this iconic figure. But after LeBron, who is the face of the NBA? Now, the face of the NBA doesn't always have to be your best player. Because right now, LeBron is not the best player in the league, but he's still the face of the league. He's still the face. He's the most recognizable player in the whole entire world. So who will be that face? Who's going to be that recognizable face in the NBA? Well, is it going to be Giannis? Well, I like Giannis's game, and he's exciting to watch, but I just don't think he has that image like LeBron and has that charisma or has that certain ability for people just to watch. Even though I think he's a freak,
kicking the door, waving the 4-4.
especially the Greek freak. I think he's a talented player, but he's not going to be the face of the NBA because I don't think a lot of people really know who he is. Knowing who he really is. He's not really a big personality guy. He's really low key. Is it Luka Doncic? Well, Luka Doncic, if you've been watching him, his game is crazy, man. I think he's definitely going to be the best player in the world in 2 more years. But, like I said earlier in the video, being the best player in the world doesn't always mean you're going to be the face of the NBA. Now, I'm going to get to y'all a name that many people know. He went to Duke University. He was the #1 pick. And, you know, he's had a good rookie season and has some weight problems. And, of course, if you figured out by now, it's Zion Williamson. Zion Williamson is the face of the NBA. And even when you went to... let me get to this. When he was in Duke, nobody watched college basketball like they did when he went to Duke. College basketball was having some bad ratings. I think it wasn't grabbing people's attention like it has in many recent years. But when Zion stepped in the court, it was like, whoa. Even I didn't expect what he was. I never seen a guy that big, that strong, that physical. We all thought he was a dunker, a YouTube sensation. But no, he was more than that. In the first game of Kentucky, you could tell he was just a different player. He was just different. His body was different. His athleticism, he was doing stuff that we never seen a guy his size do. I've never seen a guy that size move like that, be so agile, and have a post game and be athletic, passing like that. And he has charisma like Shaq. He's not immature for his age, and he just grabs your attention. He really does. His first game in the NBA, he grabbed your attention. he grabbed it. And I think he's undeniably going to be the face of the NBA. Now, whether he wants to reach that full potential, it's up to him. I think he has to spend this whole offseason in getting his body ready. Playing at the weight he does. The Pelicans had to baby him. No offense. They had to baby him and make sure he wasn't going to injure himself at that weight, you know. I think there's no excuse being that young that you're playing on. I know he's coming off an injury this season. He had a torn meniscus. You know, he was having a great preseason if anybody's watching, but I think that he needs to really get his weight under control. You know, your knees are not going to take that amount of weight. You jumping with so much force like he does, us playing at the weight that he does. So I think he needs to spend that time of getting his body right and getting at a better physical physique for himself, a good, comfortable playing weight. And I think it's realistic. I think he can drop 30 pounds this all season. You know what I mean? With the right chef and the right personal trainer, he can get down a couple of pounds. But I think definitely the face of the NBA is going to be Zion Williamson. I've just never seen a kid that big, that explosive. He just draws your attention. Like, I have to see Zion Williamson. The ratings are up when Zion Williamson is playing on national TV. And he just has that like LeBron when he was in Cleveland the first go around, when you just had to watch LeBron. And that's how the same feeling you get with Zion Williamson. I just undeniably, this kid just is amazing, man. He's just amazing. I like Luka, but I just don't think a lot of people seen him in his journey coming to the NBA. Giannis, same thing. He's a quiet. He doesn't really talk a lot. He just, you know what I mean? He's going to definitely be the best. He's definitely the best player in the league now in my eyes. But he just is not the face of the league. I think it's definitely Zion. Zion is just a beast, man. He just, I don't know. When I see him and he's playing on TV, I just have to watch. So just tell me your thoughts, your opinions. Thank you. Tone out.